Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Hopefully everybody can hear us.
We're live? We're live?
Yeah, we're live now.
Okay.
I just started it. I'm just looking it over. Hey guys. Hey. This is Sakyna.
And you already know it's your girl Shay.
And this is Sis Said What? We have no camera person tonight.
No, we don't have a camera person.
We're live.
We're live and we're going to make it happen.
That's it.
We're excited to be here with you.
Yes.
Welcome to our
An
podcast.
eventful day that we had.
Eventful.
Yeah, eventful day, trying week. It's been a whirlwind for both of us. How are you though?
Oh, I am grateful.
Okay.
I'm grateful.
I love it.
I am for my New York.
I know, because I was going to say, you got your Knicks stuff on.
Representing for New York, even though with all the innuendos, trials, still grateful. I'm happy to be here with you guys. Thank you for tapping in with us. Thank you for supporting us. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Dad had he had to do a procedure thing today, so that but everything is
successful?
Good. Yes, everything is good. He's good. He's home, chilling.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know. Those that know.
Yes.
But yeah, it was, and then yesterday Legacy graduated, which we were all excited about.
Yes, it's graduation season.
Yes, for everybody, congratulations to everybody that's moving up. I'm so happy and proud of the children.
Yes.
And the parents that did an awesome job, college, high school, you guys have been rocking with your children. It's awesome.
Listen, graduation season always brings such a warming time because you get to see these children grow from first grade. Let's go back, Head Start.
Yeah, you can see them when they get for the first time going to school. They little backpack bigger than them, and then all of a sudden they just transform. Time flies, and they graduate in high school.
Oh my God! Today I was literally driving up Albany Avenue past Northeast.
Okay.
And I instantly knew that it was a graduation or a ceremony because the parking lot was packed, Albany was packed, and it just brought me back to that time when I was there. And I was like, wow, this same school district, this same time,
right?
All three of mine
were there. Right.
And I was there at that very time. So I just know that it's just a great feeling watching your kids just,
It
excel.
is. I think I'm with my son and we're there at the graduation, and then to see him drop a tear for his baby girl.
Yes.
It was just like, oh my goodness, this is such a moment.
Yes.
You go from watching her be this little baby to now talking about she want to hear Kehlani or something, and I'm like, what you know about that? Or Givian, I'm like, what you know about what?
Okay.
So or she got to sing in a car with Anissa, and Anissa having cartoons going on, and it's amazing to see that, and I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful to see my child see his child,
that's
excel into her little first grade. Go Legacy.
Yes. Congratulations, Legacy.
So
congratulations
to all of us. Yeah, all parents.
2026
graduates. Yes, definitely. Kudos to you guys. So happy. And then that's it.
Yeah.
You ready for tonight's topic?
I've been studying.
I've been studying.
No, I have. I've been
asking questions about that.
I've been talking to my people.
Okay.
Just to get some back view, and a lot of people have really touched on and said the same thing, but in a different way.
Yes.
And it all makes sense. Because,
and depending on scenarios too that you throw out there.
I just, So let's
talk about it.
Let's get into it.
Yes.
So,
you go. Well,
tonight's topic
is, go ahead.
Tonight's topic is, when I'm gonna say it my way.
No.
How do you know if when someone apologizes, is it actually an apology? Is it sincere? How do you feel about that?
Right. Is it real or fake?
Is it real? Is it fake?
Right.
So I'm going to start off with my opinion. I feel like the best apology is change behavior.
Right, which we spoke about. Right.
That's just within itself. The best apology that anyone can ever give me, or to make me believe that their apology is indeed sincere and genuine, is change behavior.
Okay. I agree with you. I do feel that people do have to show action once you do apologize. Once you apologize and you're meaning that, and you take in consideration of how I felt or how I feel of the situation, then yes, then changes need to be made, and you have to show that. You can't just see. Yeah, you can't just say it and be like, she got it, because I got it, but that don't mean that you got it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people speak but not understand what they're speaking of. I'm gonna say it that way. When they're apologizing, some people just be like, "Babe, I'm sorry." You be like, "All right," because my favorite words I always say is "okay." Okay, okay. But if you really mean it, then we should be able to talk about it, and then we should, like you said, that learned behavior, that those characteristics of actually wanting to change, and then we can move from
and
there.
Not do it again, and make effort, to show change, to show sincerity, to show, that the apology is meaningful. It's meaningful, correct. And I want to ask you, what do you think is the difference between someone being sorry and someone actually being remorseful?
Okay. So, like I said, remorse is you feeling it. You feeling that actual sorriness and then being able to express that. Do I think there are some people that are that remorseful? They actually truly mean it. And it depends on the situation for me. It depends. I'm sorry comes in so many forms.
It does.
It comes in so many shapes and forms that, that also for me, it just depends. But if I truly see that you're, like, you could tell when someone is like really, really sorry and really, really mean it genuinely, and they feel, damn, I really messed up with this person, you know what I'm saying? Or I caused something between you and that, it was, and then they're fully not harmed, but hurt. I'll say hurt. Correct. But it just depends on the situation. And if we could talk our way out of it, and you really, really mean what you say, then yes, that's remorseful. I'm going to take that into consideration, and we're really going to be on the same one accord. Correct.
I like you said, remorseful is a feeling, and it just goes to show insight that one takes consideration on the impact, of how you made someone feel. I believe there is a difference, between being sorry and being remorseful. Because you can, until you understand how you made someone feel, you can say I'm sorry 1,000 times.
Right.
And a lot of times,
that's true.
I feel like until someone actually experiences what you experience, then they can dig it a little more. They can get it a little more. Right. They can understand it. They can say, "Oh,
that
my God,
hurtfulness of
is
it.
That what Is that what? Oh my God, Yeah. So I believe there is.
I mean, that's why. Yeah, it really is, and that's why I say it comes in a lot of different shapes and forms. Just the word "I'm sorry."
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just it does. But a remorseful "I'm sorry," it hits a little different. It should hit a little different for those that really care, that open up their hearts,
yes,
and their minds to that person.
Yes.
And that person should also feel the impact of the hurtfulness of the person.
That's the only way that you can really dig what somebody's going through or feeling.
Yeah.
Apology, and once again, an apology without action and without sincerity.
It's just a I'm sorry.
It's just a I'm sorry.
It's just a I'm sorry. And it doesn't have to be like a fake I'm sorry. That's not one of the fake ones. It's just I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Sorry. Yeah.
And then that's it.
I think, with me, I can, base this on me and my feeling. I'm such an empath. I know I'm an empath, and I know that, I can feel things. So now that I'm a little more seasoned in my empathology, I just made that up, y'all.
That's a word.
My empathology,
empathology,
insight. You can tell when someone is truly sorry. Even if it takes time to see a change,
right?
You can feel it. You can say, all right.
Yeah.
What about those? Let's switch gears. What about when someone, like you said, is given a fake?
So the fake apologies?
Wait, a fake, sincere apology because they know they messed up.
Right.
They want to get back in your good grace. So they know how to manipulate
the situation.
The situation, because they just know how to finagle their way, because they're so used to finagling their way. They're so used to, getting their way. They're so used to not really having to stand 10 toes down on their truth, where, they know that they're wrong. So even if it means going against the grain to get you to be okay with
what they're trying to say I'm sorry for,
right?
Or apologize.
Well,
you know that it's a fake apology.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me think. So I want we was talking about this like a while back, and about these same questions. Yeah. Remember we were talking about it, and we were saying fake or not fake. Remember me, you, and I want to say.
We talked about so much. You mean it's
no? Because remember we were reading these questions. So the answer to your question, like my questions were whether they were fake, real. We were just going over
them.
Right. We were just going over questions, and this sounds like one of them that's mixed in here. So I want to say that I would be the one, or any person, but I'm speaking of me. So for me, if I know it's fake, and to play the game with you, that takes away so much of my peace.
Yeah.
So I would just probably have to be like, come on, stop with all the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's this is what it is. And to manipulate a situation would have to be me having to just be okay with everything. You know what I'm saying? And just keep letting it slide. If this was younger me, I probably would be like, okay, you know, it's fine. They're going to be back. We're friends or we're together. You know what I'm saying? Right. And be okay with it. But now that, like we're seasoned, we've been through so much in our lives, watching our children grow, seeing how they even finagle truth and not truth apologies and sorries. Yeah. So, it's like at this point in time, I don't have time for it. You know, that's one of the things. I think that's why I say, just be honest and be consistent. You know, that's my way of living right about now. Just honesty and consistency. Mm-hmm. If I feel that this is just something that you have to keep going through, or that I feel that you gotta put a facade up, you know, and then come back and be like, yo, I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, how many times you gonna say that?
Yeah, like how many times you gonna be sorry?
Right, like I can't. No, you can see my face now. It's like irritating me just to talk about it because I know some people that recently that it was just like, OMG, like, come on.
So now, case in point, when you know, you flip them.
So,
or do you like?
We're still friends. It's just arm's length friends. Yeah. It's an arm's length friendship. Am I reaching out to you? No. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you hit me up and you be like, "What up?" I'll be like, "Hey, what up?" You know what I'm saying? I hear something, but it could be in the other studio. I feel like because you hear it. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to see who's on. Being that we don't have no camera person, they can't tell us who's on. Hi, Tayron. Hey, you know me. How are you, my friend? I can't see who else is on. Okay, there we go. I want to say hello to everyone. What you guys think? How do you deal with apologies? And, you know, are they sincere? Are they fake?
Yeah, what's your thoughts?
Do you think people really mean it when they do say I'm sorry? Even here, I had a question here. Well, no, you just asked that. Let's do another one. Let's see. Why do some people struggle to say I was wrong and apologize? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't even identify with that question because for me, I know how to say sorry.
Me too.
I know how to say sorry. I have no qualms
with
admitting that I was wrong, especially if I
truly am wrong.
You know,
but there are some people that struggle with that.
There are people that do struggle because now I've truly believe that they have to be faced with the truth because the truth is the truth no matter which way you slice and dice it.
Correct.
And a lot of people, we all know that the truth hurts.
Correct.
So now the fact that you have to actually sit with yourself.
Right.
And analyze and be one with yourself and be like, I was wrong. Right. It's hard for people to really. That's why it's hard for someone to say,
I really messed up.
I messed up. I'm wrong. So I think people. I don't know.
Right.
Because like I said, I can't even.
You can't.
I can't even get with that question.
Right. I can't. But I do know.
It's easy for me to say I'm sorry. Like, you know.
Yeah, if I have to own up to it, I own up to it.
Especially when I truly care.
Right.
You know, if I care about you, I love you. You know, you mean the world to me. You know, like I put a lot of value on who we are, the relationship, you know, it's easy. It's okay
for you.
It's okay for me to say, you know, I'm sorry. And, you know, can we talk, you know, and we work this out, or you know, and that's just with any relationship, you know.
Right. I feel
if you
that
if you have no value to me, I can say I'm sorry.
Right.
We say
because we're on the same page. I can still say I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can say I'm sorry, and like you said, just be very mindful about who the person is and who I'm dealing with, and maybe they don't have the capacity to be truthful with themselves,
right,
and sit with themselves, and you know that they have a difficulty in this. This is a difficulty characteristic, that trait that they have.
Arm's length.
You have to say, you know what?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, right?
I'm sorry, because honestly, I have to arm's length a lot of people. I feel like I've been having to do that lately.
It's so, and you know what? And it ain't for me. I've been doing that. I've been just standing on who I am, what I believe in, the value that I've been putting on myself, and it doesn't even have to even be surrounded around an apology.
Right.
It's just that when I truly believe this day and age, when people show you who they are, you have to believe it.
Correct.
You have to believe
and move accordingly.
You have to believe it.
Yeah. And there's no apologies for that. You're right. There's no apologies. There's none needed when that happens.
People know people know when they're wrong.
Right.
I mean, you said, why do people struggle with it? Because like you said, deep down they know they're wrong, but it's hard to be real, you know. So you know you're doing wrong.
Correct.
You know you're moving wrong.
Correct. So I think that's the thing. You know, that is the core right there of them understanding within themselves that they are wrong, and so they struggle with saying to somebody, "I'm sorry, I apologize." You get those, you know, fake ones. I'll say, "Yo, bro, I'm sorry." You know what I'm saying, and you keep it moving. And it's that learned behavior that you haven't changed yet. So really, you're struggling with the real I'm sorry. Right. You know what I'm saying? Don't text me behind the scenes. Don't do that. Like, literally speak to me one-on-one and say to my face, like, I'm sorry. I was blah, 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 or whatever the case may be. But there are some people that will not admit it, but definitely they struggle with it, and you know, and it's okay, it's your right, but definitely you'll be arm's length with me.
I think, and also to come, now you have me like
thinking.
Yeah, because you know what, I know that people live in a world where they're surrounded around people who allow the behavior.
Correct.
So it becomes a norm. So it's hard
for the adjustment to actually say, I'm sorry, or I was wrong for blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You know, but the learned behavior, if you're in a relationship, that gives them that entitlement to just say, yo, I'm sorry. So can I still come get you? Or are we still going out? Or they come with a gift, a bag or something, and you're like, okay. Yeah, you're like, okay, instead of being like, Negro.
Right.
Like,
I think the first,
like, what are you doing? You know, I think that's the thing that people have to also make people accountable. Yes. You know, a bag is nice. A Gucci bag or whatever is so nice. It is. But your integrity is so much more. Your integrity. You know what I'm saying? And you could go get your own bag for all that.
Hello. Your integrity, you know, your morals, your values. Yeah. You know, as far as relationship wise, man, woman, and I truly believe a lot of it is just learned behavior and accepted behavior.
Yes,
and it's manipulative behavior. And people live in a world where they got away with it, or it's just their way or it's their norm.
Right. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say, because I definitely can't speak upon that aspect. I've been there, done that. My relationships. I actually stayed in a relationship, which I told you. That I probably should not have stayed in, but that relationship actually caused me to learn so much more about myself and what is needed for myself.
Yes.
And what I am putting up with, what I'm not putting up with, and made me go harder to do things for myself 10 times more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I refuse. What? It's like now, do I want that? Do I need it? No, but I want it. And I could do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to call Bob Joe or be like, hey, can you or do you want or can I have? No. It's Sakyna, what you want? Okay, let's go get it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That to yourself.
To myself. Because it was years of allowing someone else to do. You know what I'm saying? And trusting that person. And then apology. And then that same behavior happening. And another apology. And the same behavior happening. To where it's just like
a pattern?
Yeah. So and like I said, I was my younger me. And it was just accepting it. And tolerating it. And thinking it's okay. To where now, the 45, 46, 47 to now 49, I'm like, yeah, no. You know what I mean? Like,
what's the difference between?
So the apologies were to me fake then, because it was repetitive.
When you think about it, or
when I think about it now,
I think about
it now, the apologies were, it was just repetitive behavior, repetitive. I'm sorry. Right, repetitive of me accepting the apologies. You know what I'm saying? Everything was just repetitive, and I was just doing it from, how long was I with that person? I think 22 years.
Oh, wow.
I was with him since I was 22 years old.
Oh,
so
wow.
It was like, yeah. But like I said, once the breakaway happened, once the breakup happened, and I started slowly getting to know me and what I was capable of. And I think what also the apologies that were coming it wasn't until, later, after we broke up, after everything else, when me and you went to go, to the thing. And it was, I'm sorry. That was remorseful. That I got it. You know what I'm saying? That day.
I truly feel like in that moment.
Right.
There was a lot of remorse.
It was a lot of remorse.
And I want to be completely honest. I don't know if it was because of the state.
Right.
They were in.
Correct.
Because I don't know.
I don't know either. But I accepted it.
I can't. That's not for me.
Right.
To make an assumption or judge that because.
Right. You didn't know the whole thing. So for me, I accepted it because I knew what footsteps were laid out. Yeah. And what path I chose to take within that. And so it just also made me understand the word apology, and then made me understand why someone would truly be sorry, remorseful, like you were saying. Yeah. So it hit ground. Of course, I walked the walk and talked the talk, but it did. It made me, to where it resonated. Now it definitely resonated. So that was one of the apologies that I truly accepted. Okay. And took it in and truly understood, because it was a lot from 22 years old to then. It was a lot to take in. So, it was a lot. But like I said, a lot of repetitive also. So now it just makes me be like, okay, arm's length.
Quicker. it's quicker now.
Yes.
Your judgment is quicker.
Very much so. Your low tolerance on things.
Low tolerance.
I just had somebody.
You get it quicker. You see it.
I see it.
Like,
yeah.
And
nope. Correct.
Wait a minute.
Correct.
Nope.
Yes. So, and there's things like I know sometimes, I'll say I'm sorry to my guy friends, and they're like, "Stop saying sorry." But it's sometimes where it's just like, if I feel like I'm bothering them, or it's wrong time, like because they're busy or they're working, I'm like, "Dang, I'm sorry." They're like, "It's fine." You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say it. But
that's a different apology.
But exactly, that's what I was gonna say. Like, this is where I'm like, oh my god, like everything's sunk in, and I'm like, dang, I was wrong time, Sakyna. You know what I'm saying? But then also, it's the maturity on the other side of the phone, also, where it's just like, it's okay, like, and you don't have to hang up. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be like, oh, I like this. So those sorries, like you said, are the different sides of the sorries.
Right. You're able to
actually see, understand,
know, and
acknowledge. Correct. And I acknowledge. Now, have I hurt someone? I have. I hurt a male, and we were able to
work through it.
Kind of, sorta.
Takes time, It
does. It really does.
Time.
Did that person was like, I hate you. I was like, you hate me?
Hate is a very
that was so
word.
strong. Like
that is like the worst.
Like I was like, what did I do? Like, how could I draw someone to tell me that they hate me?
Well,
and then to come
really did something.
Well, it's not my fault.
Or made them feel very low. Because hate is such a strong word.
Strong word.
That's the worst. That's in the Bible. We all.
Yes, and I was like, wait, me? It's like, oh my god! But
it's terrible.
It was like, I can't even say on camera what.
No. We'll save that for behind
I could just say, yes, I could just say that it was not for the person or anything. I'm just saying it wasn't my fault that this person really did like me like that, and I liked them like that. But then you weren't truthful. So when I called you out on your truthfulness and I made you understand me, then you hate me.
Yeah, that's because that goes back to That goes back to someone actually sitting in their truth, and able to
acknowledge their wrongdoing.
Like you said, people struggle.
Why do people struggle? I have no idea why people struggle.
Apologies, Yeah,
that was that on that one. That's so crazy though for somebody to tell me that. I was like, wow. But now on my phone, that'd be the crazy part. That'd be the other second part. That I'd be like, well.
So now you have to.
Well, the apologies came,
but y'all have to walk different. When I say walk different, I don't mean walk on eggshells or
no.
Or be mindful about what you say. It's just now knowing that, because it's healing a wound. Wound, once you don't want to put a Band-Aid over the wound. You want to actually
heal it and we're slowly
and nurture it and love it.
Which I was like, okay. And he had to be the first one to call and actually apologize. And I was just like, what?
You got to call people out on this stuff.
I was like, wow. After a whole year and a half, I was like, what?
Yeah.
So it kind of felt good.
Okay.
To know that this person was able to apologize. We're talking, and
are you recognizing?
So he's been truthful.
Right. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, in his setting, but I don't allow him to even come that close to where I need to ask certain questions or we need to be, you know what I'm saying? It's still arm's length. I just, hey, how are you? How's everything going? You know, that type stuff. And that's when he hits me up. Do I need to reach out? I don't.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm glad we were able to close, or you got closure.
Okay.
You know, from somebody telling me they hate me. That was the first time, and I don't know ever in my life somebody ever say that.
No one's ever told me they hate me. I mean,
right. You know, I was like, I would be like, ooh. But God, you know, I do understand the power of this tongue, and I try to be mindful of, you know, of it.
Sometimes you gotta,
but sometimes I had truthful. To. Yeah, I was gonna say I had to just be gut belly raw and bring it out.
Let me retract that.
But I apologize for my doing.
Not sometimes, for your sanity and your peace. It's you have to put yourself first, and I'm not going to say not worry or care about what the next person or how they feel.
Right.
Especially if it's bothering you, right. You know, and like you said, you know, someone is not being truthful, or they're not deserving.
Correct.
Of what you're bringing.
I felt like
what friendship, the relationship that you're giving, and they're not deserving of it. You gotta go.
You gotta go.
You got your piece, and especially your piece is being robbed, and they're playing a game. And only time someone you had someone tell them that they hate you, that means that you struck a nerve so bad.
Cord. Well, I did, and I knew my mouth
because
was
the truth hurt them so bad,
right?
That they had to dig in their gut to say, "I hate you." No, what had happened in this scenario was that they hate themselves,
correct,
for someone seeing them
for who they really were
in that light.
Correct. And at that point in time, it was just a lot going on with a breakup, with doing things, and then trying to see how me and that person could deal. And then it was just like, wait, you just told yourself you was not putting yourself through no more repetitive apologies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you just told yourself.
Correct. I was telling myself like this. So then for me to actually open up and give somebody a chance, and then to know that they were not being
100
correct as I was, it definitely was just like, okay. And then that's when this mouth just was like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. No more sacrificing my feelings to make you feel like everything is okay,
that everything is okay.
In all actuality, I'm not okay.
Right. So the apologies were coming, the I'm sorries were coming. But
the behavior wasn't changing.
But the behavior was not changing at all. And it was just like, let me see if I could change it for you.
Right.
And
you know how to change it.
And I definitely did that. And then after that, it was just, I hate you. I was like, whoa. All right.
So let me ask you, being that way, you know, on this, have you ever received an apology that sounded good, but felt insincere?
Yes.
What gave it away? Besides everything that we already...
this is outside of that. So knowing when you're a kid, like now, and your family member is out in the street, and you get that I apologize after coming back, you know, and you're clean and everything, and you look at it and you take it in to find out it wasn't truly sincere enough. And even also in your adulthood, now, to where it's like, okay, so you have this mindset when you're younger, you now grew up, and it's still there, and you get the apology, you get the crying apology. I'm sorry.
You get the remorseful.
Exactly. You get all of that. And you open your heart up again. Mm-hmm. You take it, but it wasn't really sincere when you find out it was done all over again. So for me, when
that's deep.
So when that happens, one of these days I'm gonna write a book.
Will you say I'm not a kid anymore? You can't.
Correct.
You can't trick me.
But then you try to take it in because you want to see the good.
You want to believe. You want to
right. You want to believe.
That's my next question.
So you want to believe what they're saying is 100 because that inner you, the younger you, saw something, and so when you look at them, and that doesn't go for. I mean, I had 2 family members do it to me, and I think right now, so one of them I speak with because I have no choice, but the second one, we're not speaking. We don't speak. And that really bothers me a little bit.
Okay.
And I think what bothers me is because I keep reaching out, or I kept reaching out, just so that it can be hashed. Because I really want to know, what was it, or why would you apologize and be sincere, remorseful, cry to me, but yet still turn it back and no conversation, no nothing. I mean, it got to the point where I was just like, Sakyna, this is it. Like, yes. And to the point that I deleted the person's number out of my phone.
Okay.
I have no contact. It is really interfering with relationships, I feel like.
Throughout the family.
Not the whole family, but my side of, like, and I don't